If the socks those aren't great for that, like
I got it.
swap you out. We have to try on the socks.
I got it. Maxed out the pace. 5:35. These are nice. Bada boom, bada bang, bada bop. Let's see if I can make that work in editing. That'd be pretty cool, right? I want to smash them together, create the new Lightspray 3 Hyper. I don't know if I can make it work. Anyway, today I'm gonna be taking you through On's new 2026 lineup, dropping some clips from the running event, and then sharing my thoughts at the end. So if you are interested in new shoes, race shoes, daily trainers, you are in the right place. And guess what? An even better place would be the Surreal app. So Surreal app is the entire reason I was able to go to the running event and cover this stuff. I did it for the community, and it's the best place to find deals on running shoes, because here's how it works. Somebody might buy a shoe like the Cloudmonster Hyper or the Cloudboom Strike Lightspray. Maybe it doesn't work for them, or maybe they want to try something different. So you can list it on the app and get a great deal well below MSRP, or trade. Maybe you could trade something like this for the Mega Blast, or maybe you could trade the Evo SL for the Cloudmonster Hyper and just try a bunch of different shoes. So if you like the culture of running shoes, also, if you want to be part of the best community of people getting after it daily, it's not just about the stack, it's about stacking miles. Get in with us and enjoy today's video. All right, man, Saturday morning in the hill. Mint Hill here, baby. We've got a kid's birthday party in about an hour and a half, so I'm just getting my quick Saturday morning mileage in, and then we're gonna be off with the full squad here. Man, you can hear the kids screaming in the background probably. Gosh, man, I was on a Zoom call with the CEO yesterday of my 9 to 5, and Reevesy was just screaming in the back, and he looks at me and he smiles and he says, "Man, I miss those days." You don't miss them right now, and you're not going to understand what I'm saying. But he said, the battle I'm fighting is telling my kids to put more clothes on. He said, you can't go to school in that. You have to put more clothes on. So, yeah, we're in it with these little kids. But Saturday morning mileage right now. Still working my way through some of this TRE coverage. So today I wanted to give a spotlight to On. And we can just get out here and run, and I'll keep talking. Yeah, I wanted to give a spotlight to On for a few reasons. So, one, we've been pretty hard on here on the channel here and on the Instagram as well. Their stuff this year has just not hit. I actually found the Cloudflow okay, overpriced, but solid, a firmer speed shoe. But a lot of their other stuff, man, the Cloudboom Max just wasn't it for me. It felt like an overpriced and just incorrectly positioned version of something like the Super Blast. I don't think any of their daily trainers were really that special. Oh, the Surfer, that was the one that just did not hit for me at all. That foam didn't feel great. It also had an issue with the toe cap. But historically, I actually loved On shoes. And I told them, man, Cloudstratus, Cloudmonster were great. So we've been pretty hard on them. I think reviewers in general over the past year or so have been hard on them. And it was clear from the running event, they're looking to make a change. And they're looking to get back on the map. And not very many brands actually displayed a lot of products. Oh man, it's always hard when I take a few days off. I feel like I'm returning to training. But yeah, Saucony, On, and to a lesser extent Brooks were really the only three brands that showed a lot of stuff, a lot of new stuff. Oh, dude. My legs are trashed from that tempo yesterday too. All right, I climbed the first big hill here. But yeah, On, Saucony, and Brooks, really the only three brands to show new stuff. Brooks was a lot of minor updates. On, they debuted a ton of new products. So I wanted to roll just most of the footage from when we got to their booth. And it's clear that they're making a big effort. They also made a big effort to be welcoming to us. And just to show that they've been putting in the work behind the scenes. That's what's clear to me, man. They really wanted to communicate, hey, we hear you. We're incorporating your feedback. And we're trying to put out great products for performance running. And what they're saying is they know that there's a gap between their daily shoes and their racers. And that's what they're trying to fill over the next year to 18 months. Oh man, this is tough. I'm struggling out here. I'm super sore from running those Mizunos. But yeah, we can roll the footage. Main highlights are gonna be Cloudmonster Hyper 3 Lightspray, Cloudmonster Hyper 3. They've got a new shoe, Cloudboom Volt. And then they've got an updated Surfer coming, but I don't think we could put that on the camera. So let's roll the footage, and then I can share some thoughts.
Eli's probably right over in our media section over here.
I think we're meeting.
Yeah. Great to meet you.
Good to meet you.
What's your name?
I'm Ed. Sorry,
Ed.
your name
Joanna.
is Joanna. You're
Yeah.
working for Surreal, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And we're meeting with Elena. I have not seen her.
Okay.
And myself.
Sweet.
So she's going around at some point.
You have some new stuff out?
Yeah, we've got some new stuff out. Like what do you want to know? I mean, for me, I was super excited to meet with you. I've seen your feedback, and we
So I was one of my first running shoes, Cloud Stratus 2.
Yeah.
That's I put that on my top 10 list of favorite shoes of all time. I just love that shoe, versatile, snappy, and then the Monster.
Yeah.
I love that one as well. I didn't get as much with the new stuff, but yeah, Cloudboom Strike, that first one, I absolutely loved that. And then another one in our community people love is the Zone. So one of the questions I got was, are we going to see a Zone 2?
Is everything on camera or?
We can take
it out if
take
you need
whatever
us to.
out, yeah.
No, so I'm in charge of running. I mean, if you want the story, I came in 5 years ago,
Yeah.
2020,
Okay, cool.
and the brand has expanded thanks to a lifestyle shoe, the Cloud.
Yeah.
And oh yes,
Hey.
Did you just get here?
Yeah,
Awesome.
great to meet you,
Great
man.
to meet you as well. How did you get a morning run
sorry, I
in?
just
Yeah.
I recognize the hat.
Great to meet you.
I'm Grant, by the way.
Grant,
Nice
Eli.
to meet you.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
The shoes pop too.
Yeah, the pink.
So how's it going so far?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, we've been up. We actually ran with the ride guys this morning and met with a bunch of people. And yeah, thanks for making time, man. I know it was last minute.
Happy to have you in. But no, we have some awesome stuff. So you found Ed right away.
Yeah.
We have Elena as well. I think for shooting, we do have a media room. Someone
cool.
else has it, but if we want to grab the shoe wall,
Okay.
that might be best. Did you want to see each product, kind of talk stack height, who it's for, things like that?
Yeah, that'd be great. And if he just wants to walk through in general is good too. But yeah, getting hands on with each product to get the shots.
Sounds great. Well, let's go over here and
Okay,
set it
cool.
up. We can kind of clear space from
All right,
everyone. Do you have a mic or something you want them in? Or will it be?
What do you think? Do you want to switch to that? Okay.
Back somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can move
we can
on.
bring them over there if that works.
We run 100 miles a week.
Hello.
Yeah, and no, I typically don't.
Just between you and him, you don't
Test.
Do it a little farther.
Okay, test.
I mean, on the shoes,
We're rolling?
but yeah,
Okay,
it's
sick.
more on the
So we got the official setup now. We're gonna just take it from his story start. So we're good to go whenever. But yeah, would love to just hear more about you taking over 2020, the journey.
No, what I really liked, like you told me about Cloud Stratus that got you out of injury back in 21, and so I was just saying a bit the story. I joined 2020. The brand has grown massively because of the Cloud, which was a lifestyle shoe, and there was a huge commitment from the brand to become a running brand. And the first shoe that I would say came out, and that was like a decent, a really good running shoe was the Stratus.
Yeah.
And then came the Monster, and then came the Runner. So it's been a whole journey, but I feel like we're a fairly new brand when it comes to running. And we had to learn along the way with trials and errors, if I can say. And we focused a lot on the everyday runner as well.
Yeah.
Where I think
that's the
to
great
gain
thing.
market share.
You nailed it with that everyday runner. It's like iconic now with the Monster and I know you had the Go before, which was big.
Yeah, but mainly today we have Runner, Surfer, and Monster.
Yeah.
And then we decided to improve. We've got to work with athletes.
Yeah.
And you can learn so much from athletes to make better running shoes.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
see Klecker
why-
all the time. He's in the strike, right? Yeah.
So that's why we built that team. We're like, okay, athletes have to win races, but they also have to train more, ideally. So that's why we created shoes like Boom and Boom Strike, and shoes like the Boom Zone. That is, it was initially called 99, like 99% is the
99%,
training. How do you get that shoe that is your ultimate training shoes?
Yeah, so that one is a legend. It's a deep cut in our community because people love it, but you can't even buy it anymore. So what's the story behind that? Are we going to see more of it?
Yeah, that's what I want to share as well.
Yeah.
Like, we're still a fairly new brand, so we've nailed the everyday runner, the athletes, and then there is a bit of a gap in between. And I think that's what I've seen from your content. That in between is where we had to improve. And I think a lot that's coming in 26 is really filling that gap, blending the knowledge we have from the athletes and the knowledge we have from the everyday runner.
Awesome.
So when it comes to the Boom Zone, like we kind of Boom is racing.
Yeah.
So in the future, you see race day shoes are in the Boom franchise, except the Boom Max, which was a bit of an in-between. We can talk about this one. But Flow is really going to be that training shoes for athletes or fast shoes for dedicated runners.
Yeah.
And so the what was the Boom Zone is going to come back in 27.
27. Okay. Yeah.
In the Flow franchise.
Okay. Sweet. So
So
it's gonna-
co-developed with athletes and really
yeah,
following the
PIBA
legacy.
PIBA base, race foam base.
Following the legacy of Cloudsurfer.
Okay. Awesome. Sweet. So should we chat through some of the new?
Yeah, I
products?
mean, maybe you can bring Elena as when it comes to the product. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. Sweet.
Yeah, let me know what you want to talk
Yeah,
to and
let's,
like how specific you want to get.
Super specific, and let's see. Okay, so these are new. Yeah, I would love to just highlight the new stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, why don't we start
So
down?
yeah, you got Boom Max here.
This is
Boom
Volt. Okay, yeah. What's the Volt? So new shoe.
Yeah, the Volt is a new shoe. This will be more like 10K up to marathon distance.
Replacement for the Echo.
Kind of filling that entry place in Boom, right? So
Okay.
yeah.
What's the price point?
This will be.
So this would be shorter distance road racing.
Yeah, 10K half marathon. I think like really filling that super shoe that could do it all. Of course, you can run up to a marathon. It has a carbon infused plate, so
Okay.
you still have that snappy, really responsive feeling. I think in the past, like Ed was saying, like our shoes all kind of look the same, and what you kind of start to see here is how Cloud Tech is evolving.
Yeah.
So depending on the foam that we're using, we're really engineering the Cloud shape to suit it differently. This is obviously very minimal Cloud Tech, but expect to see much different construction in the booms moving forward next year. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
So this is kind of some of the earlier product coming, and then there's even more interesting stuff coming in Boom in fall 2026.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That you don't see on the
That's
wall
the
here.
Volt.
Yeah.
And then Cloudmonster 3. This reminds me of the Cloud Stratus actually, with the double layer of the pod. So what's new in this guy?
Yeah, maybe you have kind of like the best of everything that was loved in Monster 1 here actually, even though it looks a bit like Stratus. So you have kind of like a staggered triple layer Cloud Tech construction. So while this is still Helion and EVA, it feels so nice. It's really like you have this collapsing in the forefoot of the clouds that really gives you like that amazing forward rolling sensation.
I loved
And
the one.
actually-
It was unique. It was unlike
Exactly.
anything else, and especially at the time where the market was so ready for something different. And I think you caught the first influx of post-COVID runners starting to train for marathon. That was me, like training for the marathon, looking for something cool. That blend of trendy performance and then just an iconic silhouette.
Yeah.
So I hope you keep the OG in the lineup, because I know it's still sold and everything.
It is. We're transitioning it more to a lifestyle
shoe, but it's like the Air Max. It's
Exactly. And that's. I think with this product, like, there's so many amazing colorways coming. It's gonna come down to like, do you want the better running shoe or do you want more of like a lifestyle colorway? This is much improved upper as well. Like, super great, kind of returning to what everyone loved about Monster 1. But like, what I love about this is that it's a more durable foam. So like, people loved you could run a Monster 1 for miles and miles and miles and it still feels the same. So expect that from this as well.
Yeah, I took mine to about 300 miles, and I had that first, the eggplant purpley colorway, just so iconic. I love that one.
Yeah.
All right, so this is new Hyper.
Yeah, this is the Hyper.
Oh, so now you're putting 3 on it, so it's
exactly.
aligned.
So we've actually consolidated the sizing and the fit, so it's all built on the same blast.
Okay.
So that's the reason for the jump. Like, it is consistent sizing across the full family as we update it. I think this is one of the best shoes we've ever made. Like, really filling that gap that Ed mentioned. Like, this is an amazing super trainer. We have teammates that just ran New York in it and loved it and said their legs were like super fresh. It's not plated. So you get that like really amazing feeling of how you're just sitting right on top of this layer of super foam, and kind of the way it's dropped into the outsole, the additional midsole bottom unit. This is an EVA compound, so you get that kind of like durability and stability rather than, kind of what competitors in this space are doing, where it's just a slab of foam. So it's a really different feeling. You guys should run on it on the treadmill.
I love this. It reminds me a little bit of the Boston 12 with the firmer on the bottom, softer on the top. Now, one thing I'm curious about with the Helion HF, I've found some variation from, for example, Flow to Hyper to Boom Strike. What is this going to be more similar to, or most similar to, when we're thinking about the softness and density?
Yeah, it's closer to Boom, so expect to feel that like really cush, plushy, responsive softness. It's 20% more foam than we actually had in the prior version of Hyper, so it is like really nice ride.
Okay, so yeah, last one was about 38 in the back, I think. So are you above 40 now?
No, so it's a 6mm drop. I think we're still around 38 millimeters.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
But
6mm.
More of
drop
the
on
PIBA
all
is what you're saying, 20% more
Exactly.
PIBA. Yeah, and a
The
full
wave's
length, the last
dropped
one
in.
was
Yeah.
only in the front, I believe, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this looks awesome. Would love to take this on the treadmill after.
Yeah, and like I highly encourage doing a side by side with
Yeah,
the Lightspray
that's
version.
crazy.
Like this is 190 grams. Like trying it is believing it. I think.
That's
nice,
insane.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if my IQ is too low, but I couldn't properly get the zone. No, the strike light spray on my foot. It took me like 38 seconds.
No, it's not just you. And the Lightspray construction is improved on this one, so you have a lower collar height.
Yeah.
So if for a daily trainer, we want people to be able to step into it.
Yeah.
Like this is meant to be a trainer. Of course, we know people want to race in it, and like I said, it's not plated, so it keeps your legs really fresh. It still has that kind of like nice forward rolling rocker that people expect from Monster. But yeah, it's an insane shoe, and I think the way the Lightspray is zoned, you also have a really different sensation actually than the Boom. Like it does feel like a different product. And when you try these side by side, like it isn't just a lighter version of this one. Like it really comes down to preference, use, like how you want to run in the shoe. Because it does make the bottom unit feel totally different the way you're
Is it
kind of like locked in.
more of a daily versus a tempo trainer type of setup?
Yeah, I think that's how we expect people to use it,
Yeah.
how we saw the OAC team using it. And yeah, we actually have to build the shoe from scratch. Like it is a total new bottom unit, even though it looks identical, to really accommodate the Lightspray and make sure that it fits your foot like in a way that's sort of like seamless, like you're wearing nothing and you're just kind of like sitting right on top of this like crazy layer of foam.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love this colorway too.
It's nice.
The light blue with the green, very spring, new fresh vibes. And then the other thing, it reminds me of the Trail series, the design on here. I haven't had a chance to test those, but reminds me of that Trail race shoe with the aesthetic on here.
Yeah, the Ultra Pro. Yeah, you've got actually the same weave on the top, so it's a really premium upper, I think, and like really nice cushy heel construction. Like I said, you could run a marathon in the shoe, and like I think you'd feel fresh the next day. So
I'm excited to take this for a 24-mile long run or something.
For your 100-mile weeks, like this is gonna be a good one.
Okay, sweet. And then Surfer 3, is a new guy here?
Surfer 3, we don't have on the wall, so if you want to discuss it, we can go over to the innovation corner.
Yeah. And these are out already.
These are all out, and then you've got Runner 3 if you want to talk.
Okay, yeah, sure. This is more of a...
Nice.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so this is Runner 3. This is like, your daily workhorse in the stability category. So, I mean, just like your classic support cloud tech that we've got here, like really helps kind of move away from that corrective pronation zone. Like at On, we really believe in dynamic stability. You have the maxed out version of the Runner 3 here. So you have dual density foam, like quite a big step up from this model. And the way it's constructed, like same idea, you're kind of not correcting someone, but rather like helping them move forward and land in a nice wide position. So you have a nice wide toe box on this. You have a heel clip for stability, like really comfy heel there, and like this foam also feels amazing.
Sweet. So this will be the most comfortable, most approachable, most accessible design for maybe a newer runner or bigger runner, longer time on feet, walk run type of shoe, return from injury.
I think this one is really like your walk run, like entry level person. Of course, like daily miles too. This I really see a lot of people gravitating towards if they want that like max cushion shoe.
So maybe a recovery running shoe for a high mileage runner.
Yeah, I could see you wanting to run in this as well on a big week, especially if you're feeling sore. Like this is kind of a great shoe for everyone, I think, to have in the rotation.
Awesome.
And then you've got a waterproof version here of the 3.
Okay, sweet. So what's your favorite shoe in the lineup?
Definitely the Monster Hyper.
Okay, cool. The new one?
Yeah, personally, I think I'm gonna have to take one of the pairs from the demo set in that color because it's looking so nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
And are you training for anything right now?
I used to run track. I I was D1 athlete, so I'm retired.
Ah, okay, I
So
see that. I'm the
I'm-
opposite, man. I'm a
Yeah,
hobby
I know.
jogger. I came too late. I'm like on my
Yeah.
grind right now.
That's
so-
why I was like, oh, okay, 5 years. Yeah, I'm like 15 years of racing
yeah.
behind me. So
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, Ed and I are both retired.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but yeah, we hit the trails in Switzerland.
Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
Yeah, I actually I love the Ultra Pro. That's my favorite shoe to run in right now, I think, from us. And,
Okay, cool.
And when I'm on road, the
Sweet.
Hypers.
And are you based in Switzerland?
I
guess?
am, yeah,
Okay,
in Zurich.
cool. How long have you been out there?
A year and a half now.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, and I used to be at Nike actually.
Okay, cool.
Working on footwear there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, sweet. Well, I appreciate the time.
Yeah,
Thank you.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, great to meet you as well.
You want to check some out?
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
Over here, what's your size?
10.5.
10.5. Would you want to hop on with the
Yeah,
Treadmill? Oh, yeah. And I assume you want to check out the Lightspray Cloudmonster Hyper 3.
Yeah, yeah. So should I try to just...
You gotta keep going. Bro, people watch for the breathing, man. You gotta keep the breathing.
It's going to be super loud.
Yeah, no.
Also a magnet if you want to get it all the way in your shirt, you can put it like here.
Oh, okay. That's too low?
Yeah, go higher just so it doesn't bounce as much on your shirt. Less bounce on the top.
I just pressed a button. I want to see if we're still good.
Still connected.
Okay, cool.
So in a sense, I guess that's the priority.
Yeah, we're good. Okay, sick. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I really think.
Piva.
Are you more excited about Lightspray or the?
No, the regular. Just 'cause I
Yeah.
think it's going to be more accessible for people.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the Lightspray going to come in? Like 250?
So that's 240.
240,
and then
yeah.
The traditional upper is 220. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's not a
Oh,
crazy
not a huge
jump
difference,
between the
okay.
two. And I mean that the value in the 220, I think, with how much
Yeah.
super foam you have on that product is
I don't mind the price. People complain about the price, but the way I look at it, it's a hobby for people.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's if somebody is, this is the way I put it, like a lot more people can buy a $240 shoe than are ever going to run a 240 marathon.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like this gives people an entry into running from like a standpoint of someone might never have done a track workout, but you can just buy this shoe.
That's the thing. Like
Yeah.
coming from so many years of training when the
Yeah.
gear was so much worse, you know, and running wasn't cool at all. And so I think like working in the industry, it's like it's a whole different game now. If the socks aren't great for that, like
I got it.
swap you out, we have to try on the socks.
I got it. Yeah, I went with my.
That one got on easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made it despite the thick socks, you made it look easy.
Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, this one is a lot easier than the.
Yeah, the way you put the heel down is exactly how we tell people.
Cool. Yeah, it's intuitive.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do this thing. Good cushion, good rocker. This is gonna be a long run shoe for sure.
Running motivational video, bro.
Let's go.
Get close up.
Let's go.
Close up.
See if I can really rip. Oh yeah, baby. Woo! It's like stride space right here.
You're that guy. You're that guy doing push-ups that everyone's worried about.
Treadmill
11.4.
Yeah.
Hey, you got the rest of that 0.4. 0.04. Yeah, you cleaned it out at 5.
Let's go.
I'm feeling a slower pace, even though this isn't slow.
High cushion, a little firmer, but it has that Cloudmonster, the collapse. Yeah, this is like steady pace. This is zone 3. They're gonna be a zone 3 champ.
Still feel secure. I know you got the wool socks on, but
Super fun. Like this is that pace right here. What's a 9.2?
9.2. That's a good question.
Let's see if I can. 6:30. Get the pace. See if I can crank at 5K pace. 5:05. Yeah. Yeah. Maxed out the pace. I had 5:30. $5:35. These are nice.
Turn sideways.
Dude, I went through all the gears on that. But I was pushing 4:45 pace and they still felt good. So I think this might be a winner. Yeah, what I like about them is they're not too soft. And as I was getting deeper into the run, there was more of that compression that I love from the OG Cloudmonster. So yeah, these are gonna be good. I also think, man, Barrett's gonna love these because he was such a fan of the Hyper. Yeah, man, 5:35 mile in a upper, super secure. I think that gives it the speed feel. And if you compare it to this, it just feels kind of seamless, and it feels a lot nicer to have this upper. It also just looks fire. Yeah, I'm a fan.
La clé, c'est à partir de là. À partir de là, en fait.
Alright, bro, I'm like legit. That was like a legit workout.
5:30 mile. So it's just like
Don't play with my name. I had to let him know. All right, should we go see? I think they had one more thing. Yeah.
What do you think?
I love it. It reminds me of that vintage on feel that I love from the Stratus and the OG Monster. Also, it looks great too.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I also love just the top of the logo. I think it looks
Yeah,
and
this colorway also, like the way this one is, like depending on what sock you're wearing, it's so cool.
Yeah.
And if you have a bright sock on, it's like a beautiful shoe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know like you were talking to Ed about Zone 99,
Yeah.
like these other shoes that we've kind of moved on from. Like we're such a young brand. I hope with like this evolution, some of the shoes coming even the season after, that you're not like missing those old gems anymore.
Yeah.
Like, we're putting the pieces together.
I think the Zone was just weird because it got that release on the website and then it was just kind of gone.
Yeah.
And people were like, what happened with it?
super limited. It also is like a pretty niche shoe.
Yeah.
Like our athletes love it as well, and people who are like really competing and doing track work.
Yeah.
But that's not like the masses of folks.
Yeah.
It has its issues. It's like a really expensive shoe as well for what it is. So if we commercialized it, like it wouldn't stand up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why it's a great shoe for our athletes.
Yeah, could you have brought the price point down to 180?
Yeah, I think you'll see that
In the
different
Flow,
shoes.
so is it Flow
Yeah,
series? Yeah.
Ed mentioned Flow, so
Yeah.
you don't see Flow on the wall here, not because it's going away, but because we're updating the full franchise.
Yeah.
Some like amazing sleepers that we'll like kind of bring out there.
Awesome.
And like, I mean, the wall is looking more and more different. Like Flow has a completely different cloud tech geometry than you've seen in the past. It's like a partner set.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Worked up the sweat in the shoe. That's the way
Yeah, dude, I hit a 5:30 mile. It's like I had to.
Crazy.
This is a heavyweight shirt. What's that? Oh yeah, for sure.
Any other questions or shoes you want to check out or things we can do? We're rolling on in our next meetings here.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I know you said you had the new Surfer in the back or something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Go check that out.
I know, and I'm like,
I can take the back from me if you want to pop.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And when will this be available for testing
That
and?
one is we're hoping to have it testing in February. It
Okay,
will be
cool.
released early March.
Okay,
So we
sweet.
should have it a few weeks out. Early.
Awesome.
Okay, so what do you got here? You got the 2? Oh, it goes max 3.
I like to get sock guys. I like the more
Yeah, I can't I told him you can review all the music.
I love those, the max cushion comfort.
I'm a short king, bro. Give me the zone.
I love the Zone too, though. Where'd they go? Oh. Okay, cool. You rolling? Cool.
So this is the updated Cloudsurfer 3 that you have here. It looks super similar to the 2, I know. But it's an all-new foam that we're releasing called Surreal foam. So it's kind of like a supercritical foam sitting between a PVAX and an EVA. And then the way we've like re-engineered the Cloud Tech phase in this, like zero squeaking, zero noise, completely different sensation. Like being able to do Cloud Tech in a super foam gives it a very different feel than what our competitors are doing. It's a huge update for this product. Really improved upper and like look. Like I think the product looks amazing. Yeah, really cushy like heel step in.
What would the biggest comps for this be for someone like a Nova Blast?
Nova Blast is more like where we're pegging Monster. This is more Vomero. We're really pegging against Vomero Plus.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah. Yeah, I can see that with the heel.
Yeah, as well as Cumulus.
Okay.
Yeah,
sweet.
so really like that neutral cushioning. space, and we will have a max version of this product as well. So expect to see like an even, even more like, I don't want to say beefed up, but like maxed out version of the shoe with like same kind of super foam.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And is it TPU based?
It is. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say yet. So yeah.
Okay.
More to come. There's a press release coming on the foam.
Okay.
We're launching it in this product, and then it'll be kind of scaled into a few other shoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this something we should expect to see on bottom layers as that stabilizing foam, as more of the new comfort foam in the franchise, or do you plan to keep it alongside the Helion that already exists?
Yeah, so in the next version, like you will see some combinations of this foam with like top grade super foams. We'll also introduce a new super foam later next year. But I can't talk about it yet. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then so with the Strike, we didn't get the chance to talk about that. When should we expect to see an update?
Yeah, Strike 2. It's not on the expo floor, but it is in this building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we get a sneak peek? Cameras off.
Maybe you'll hear some things. That's up to Eli, but I think it's unlikely.
Okay. Okay. No Strike 2.
Yeah.
All right.
It's in the B2B space upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, that's a fan favorite in our community. We love the Strike. Everyone who's tried that basically loves it. I almost ran my marathon in it, but I got great workouts in it last year when I was training for Chicago, like 24-mile long runs.
It's a big update for us. Like expect an improved cloud tech geometry, improved foam, and like stacks up against the best.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right.
Tried and tested.
I think is that all we got over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it again.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Great to meet you.
Great to meet you in person as
Yeah.
well. So I'll follow up with tech sheets, and then if you have any other questions about shoes or things, we can get those all solved for you.
Awesome. I appreciate it, man.
See everything come out.
Yeah.
Happy to see you hop on.
Yeah. That was fun. There's a trail running. Almost. You want to get? Should we get? Did you get B-roll or anything? Or should we do? Okay.
I'm going slow in it because you just never went slow. But I want to see if I can see it.
Yeah. Oh, he's ripping too. We can do slow-mo though.
True, yeah, I got a ton of footage of you on the treadmill.
Sweet. Alright. Alright, we're back. Run is over. I hope you enjoyed that clip. I haven't even watched it yet, so I don't know. Hopefully there's something in there that's good from the on booth. 4 miles, 1100, 739 pace. I felt extremely clunky, sore, and inefficient. Let's see if my watch agrees. Yep, 98% efficiency. Fair, horrible. What was my heart rate? Probably something super high. Average 140 heart rate. I don't know. That's okay. Yeah, it's always hard getting back into it after a little break traveling and everything. I just like being in Mint Hill, man. I just like having my flow, my schedule, hanging out around here. But yeah, I want to close it out with some final thoughts on what we saw at the on booth there and some of my highlights. I'm sure you've all seen the Cloudmonster 3 Hyper Lightspray ad nauseum at this point across YouTube and Instagram. But we can break down some of the other highlights and takeaways from the booth. Let's do it. So first, let me just say thank you. I want to say thank you to Elena and Ed for taking the time to walk me through all those products there. And you could just tell they put a lot of care and consideration into making sure we had a good experience. I also emailed Eli, their PR guy, about 2 days before, or even the day before TRE was supposed to start, because I told you yesterday I booked my flight the day before, which I'm not going to do next year. I'm going to be more proactive, and hopefully that gets me better access for you all. But yeah, they were just super kind, super welcoming, and
super thoughtful about presenting all the products. They really wanted to do a good job, and they really wanted to communicate to me that they're putting a lot of effort into their performance running line. It was super clear to me that they've heard all of the feedback and they're doing things to change and improve. Saucony is a brand that in 2024, we felt like they had a lot of misses, and it was clear to me that this year and what they're showing for next year, they're trying to improve. And the same thing for On. So, I mean, what more could you ask for? Even ASICS, who's a big faceless conglomerate who has no idea that I exist, which, by the way, I don't know if that's true, because I was talking to their product manager, Paul, and he said something about how he liked the Super Blast, and I said, I don't like that shoe, and he said, yeah, I know. So I guess ASICS does know I exist, but that's not the point. Some of these brands, you can tell they're putting a lot of thought. They're listening to the consumer feedback. It's not just me. I see some of these product managers, they follow the Supwell Instagram. I'm sure they follow other brands' Instagrams, other reviewers' Instagrams, and watch these YouTube videos. So voicing your feedback, whether it's in the comment section here or on an Instagram post, or I'm sure if you go on to some of the other forums, Supwell app, it does make a difference. Doing these reviews does make a difference. So it was super cool to hear that to see that On is hearing the feedback and listening. What more can you ask for? That they basically did the best job possible given how much negativity has been thrown their way. So I came out of that experience feeling confident that the direction that they're going is going to be one that is good for us hobby joggers. Now, I think it's difficult with On because they rose to prominence with these cloud tech. So anytime you're doing something different, people are going to come at you. People are going to call it a gimmick. I put 400 miles in the Cloud Stratus 2. I put, how many miles, man? Almost 300 miles in the Cloudmonster. I put 100 plus miles in the Cloudboom Strike. That doesn't have the cloud tech. But point being, it's different. Is it a gimmick? I don't know. It gives you a different ride experience. And it's also just cool and unique. It's funny with the Rad UFO. So I've been running the Rad UFO. There's a group of people who say it looks terrible, it's hideous, I hate it. And there's a group of people who understand what they're trying to do and who like the uniqueness and who understand all the throwbacks to the Nike basketball shoe heritage and all that. So not every shoe needs to be for everybody, and On has carved out a space for themselves, and it's become a meme at this point. I talk about flexing on the low mileage parents wearing On, and I may or may not have been racially profiled in upscale neighborhoods 1 or 2 times by people wearing On. That's besides the point. They have carved out a niche for themselves, people who are willing to pay for a certain aesthetic, people who are willing to pay for something different, and I like that. I own some. I own some Arc'teryx. I own a few pieces of Soar. I don't drive a 2003 Toyota Camry. I'm not a subscriber to the Dave Ramsey School. I like spending money on nice things. My issue is when something is expensive and it doesn't feel as justified. That's the biggest issue. I have no problem. I talked about that. I have no problem paying $200 or advocating for somebody to pay $200 or $300 for a running shoe. It's like the same thing with watches, wine, whiskey, any sort of collecting hobby, a sports card. Right? You could say to somebody, why would you pay $3 million for a sports card? Why would you pay $100 for a signed jersey? You could just get a t-shirt from Goodwill for $2. But there's a collector aspect to it. There's also an identity aspect to it. There's things that these products make us feel that are beyond just the pure performance. And that's what On was so good at doing when they came to market. Making shoes that performed well, yes, but that also had this unique spin and that communicated something about someone's identity. So where they've lost their way over the past few years is that performance piece, and it's clear to me that they've heard. So some takeaways here. First one, I'm super excited for the Cloudmonster Hyper Lightspray. It's going to be a combination of these two shoes. So Cloudmonster OG here. This was a cool shoe. The main feedback that a lot of people had was you should have put more PIBA. Guess what they're doing? They're putting more PIBA. They're making the PIBA extend 100% of the shoe. They will be offering a normal variant like this, similar upper. They also are fixing the fit and the feel of the upper. And then they're going to be putting the full PIBA here with a variant that has the light spray. So again, thinking about paying for performance versus paying for something that goes beyond that. The version with the Lightspray upper is going to be $240. And of course, people are going to say, $240, the prices of running shoes are going up. Oh my gosh, the Mega Blast is causing this inflation revolution. You can still get the Saucony Ride for $140. You can go get a Gel Cumulus for $140. So there's still shoes that exist at those cheaper price points. On still has shoes that exist at those lower price points. And if you are purely looking for the most budget-friendly shoe possible, that wouldn't be On. That would be a Nike shoe from an outlet. You can find something like the Vomero Plus on a great deal these days at some of the outlets for $130. The Lightspray version is going to be for people who do like something cool and different and maybe flashier and just unique. So I do like that. Is it a gimmick? I don't know. It did feel really cool on foot to have it. It's just different. And yeah, I like being a reviewer who tries everything. I like the unique and different shoes. I've talked about this before, but the Speedland shoe with the BOA lacing, the Saucony Endorphin Elite 2, even though it was super soft, wasn't my personal favorite. The Rad with the different design. I like when brands are trying different things, and it really feels like a cool shoe with this upper, and I think it's going to look great for lifestyle as well. So for the person who wants something that looks cool and can perform, the Cloudmonster Hyper 3 should be a banger. And I dropped a 533 mile in a pair of J. Crew slacks and smart wool socks in that thing. A lot of people were highly concerned about the socks. I had to wear the smart wool socks because it's a cold world. Smart wool hiking socks because we're climbing to the top of the mountain, letting these boys know. No, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, this is the shoe I'm most excited about, the combination of these two things right here. Now, next up, I don't know if you heard in the video, and I don't know how much of whatever I'm going to keep in that clip, but hopefully you heard about the Cloudboom Volt. So essentially the Cloudboom Volt, this is my take on it. They didn't quite like my comparison here, but the Cloudboom Volt is going to be an updated version of the Echo, designed for 5K, 10K, and to be an entry-level race shoe. I love it because we were hard on the Cloudboom Max this year, and I don't know if the Volt is a response to that or just offering something different, but way lighter than the Cloudboom Max, 100% PIBA, no gimmicks, and it's going to be $200. $200 for 100% PIBA race shoe. So that's what I'm super excited about. I actually really like the Echo, and from what I remember, just push test on the foam, feeling the Volt in my hands, it felt very similar to this type of a shoe. This had good snap, good bite, one of the most underrated race shoes. I think the Mizuno Wave Rebellion Pro 3 and this are probably the two most underrated race shoes of the past few years. And as you can see with this, very minimal cloud tech, barely any cloud tech. I don't even know if you could call that cloud tech. That's going to be the same thing with the Volt. I don't even remember if it had the bubbles in it. If it did, it was very small and minimal. So that one is one to keep an eye on. I'm guessing a lot of the sickos and the hobby joggers out there might use this shoe for a workout shoe, a track day shoe, and a replacement for maybe something like, brings me to my third one here, Transition Cloudboom Zone. Did you listen? Did you listen? Transition, did you listen? Did you like it? Did you listen? You know who that's from? Little melon action, Fantano. Needle drop is funny. And my camera's about to die, so I shouldn't do too much off-topic yapping, but I got my top 5 YouTube, and thank you to everyone who's been showing me that I'm in your top 5 YouTube. I appreciate all the support. I love you guys. My top 5 YouTube was no running channels. I don't watch or listen to any running things other than Midlife Runner and sometimes Clayton Young when he does his videos. But my top 5 was Trail Recon, Off-Road Jeep channel, Needle Drop. I had Bootleg Kev in there. I guess I was watching a lot of rap interviews. And then my superlative at the end was most likely to be cheering your friends on at a marathon while listening to hip-hop tunes. So there you go. But yeah, Cloudboom Zone going away. And I asked them why. They just felt that it was too niche. And I pushed them to, and I'll say it again here, if you're listening, Elena, Ed, on, man, cater to the niche like you're doing with the Cloudmonster Hyper 3LS. And I know this is more of a fashion product, but man, the people who are putting miles in, the people who are doing track days, the people who are grinding out marathon training, love this shoe. So please keep something like this in the lineup. I did hear that they are expanding the concept of the shoe into an entire new line called Flow. So that should be coming not this year, and I didn't get to see it. That will be coming later. So that was probably my biggest disappointment, was that we didn't see a Cloudboom Zone 2. And this was just a deep cut. It seems like the reason that they buried this, and I asked, why did it go away? People loved it. It was so cool, 100% people. I love this shoe. It seemed like they had some quality issues. They felt like they had some quality issues. And this is something I actually pointed out in one of my reviews. Just this the logo on the upper was slightly stretched. I don't know. The Adidas has tons of quality issues with all their shoes. I thought it was an awesome shoe, so I wish they kept it around more and brought the price down. But it seems like, and this is what you have to remember, okay? On, Hoka, to us, they seem like massive brands. But compared to Nike and Adidas, I mean, look up Nike's market cap, and then look up On, and you can compare. Compared to the Nikes and Adidas of the world, On and Hoka are tiny. It's a fraction. So they don't have the same economies of scale. They don't have the same bullying power when it comes to negotiating with factories. So what they said was they couldn't get the price of this down to an approachable point. I'm paraphrasing here, but I was saying it was expensive. It just seems like they couldn't make this work from a business standpoint to keep it something in their lineup and to push it out to a bunch of our retailers. And this is the thing too, you have 15 shoes in your lineup. For somebody like On, you're only going to be able to highlight 3 to 5 of them throughout the year as those hero products. You're only going to do marketing campaigns with Running Warehouse and Fleet Feet for the Cloudmonster Hyper and the Cloudboom Strike. You can't take all 15 of those shoes and hype them up. That's why you'll see every single brand, not just On, even the Nikes of the world, they don't seed all of their shoes to everybody. They pick a few halo products throughout the year. So this is more of a niche sicko shoe. It's disappointing that it's going away because it's so cool. All the Easter eggs. This was their one shoe that came out in the past year that was really speaking to us, the people who are the enthusiasts. And it felt like, okay, this is giving us hope for the On lineup. So I'm holding on to that hope with the Volt, and also, of course, the Cloudmonster 3 Hyper Lightspray, but that one has more of a broad lifestyle appeal. But with the Volt, and then with the Flow series, which will be coming out sometime in the future that we did not get to see. So yeah, I'm confident that On has good people, smart people working on this. They're listening to our feedback. I hope that next year's lineup will be better. I really think it will be. From that 1 mile 533 I did on the Hyper 3 Lightspray, seems like an awesome shoe, and I think they're going to be course correcting and dropping some heat in the next year. The one thing I'll say though is, man, if you got fire stuff, I don't understand why all these brands want to sleep on their fire stuff, because I know they're coming out with another race shoe, man. They're coming out with the Boom Strike 2. It was in the building, I think they said, but they wouldn't show it to me. And this is the thing. They show this stuff to the retailers. They don't show it to me. Maybe I'll have to become a retailer. Maybe we should just start selling direct to the people on the Supwell app. That'll be fire, right? Supwell.com. Take down some of these other retailers. I don't know. Maybe that's a 5-year plan. But yeah, regardless, On's coming out with some cool stuff. I really appreciate them walking us through the whole lineup, especially on such short notice. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts, which shoes you are most excited about. I appreciate you, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Put a hole in my shoe like Swiss cheese. Where's the Cloudboom zone? It's a mystery. Pull up to TRE like I'm Mr. T. I'm the biggest in the game. It's a victory.